Hey kids. Well, sad day. Um, just heard last night that my guitar hero Jeff Beck passed away. Um, Died fairly quick from what the reports are. Um, he was on tour. I've been watching all the live YouTube videos. Um, so apparently this was a sudden thing. Anyways, Jeff Beck, massive influence on me, drum wise, music writing wise, guitar playing. Um, my brother uh, got me into Jeff Beck with an album called Truth, Beckola, Blow to Blow. It wasn't until the album Blow to Blow um, that it just changed everything for me. It was like I was just getting into music really heavy at that time and was searching for a direction. That sealed the deal for me. It was like Jeff Beck, he wanted to do his own thing. He didn't want people directing him on what he wanted to do. He wanted his own path. And I love that. I followed that for years, still follow that to an extent. Um, it also, he also got me into guitar playing. Um, like, uh, like the live album with him and the Hammer group, that just blew me away. I was in my teens and living at home. We had this three-story house. I had the whole attic to myself. It was my whole music cave, kind of like this is right now. And my brother lent me these albums. I used to lay on the floor between my. I had four speakers, double. It was a quad stereo. Probably don't remember what quad is, but it was a four speaker system. Um, and just great sound. But anyways, I would lay on the floor, you know, with this stereo behind me and the speakers just cranked, and I would lay on the floor listening to um, influential music. So my brother lent me these albums, and I was like changed forever. That live album, my brother saw Jeff Beck live, and he would tell me all about this concert, and just my brother telling me about Jeff Beck live gave me goosebumps. I still have goosebumps when I talk about it because the way my brother described it, um, it was just life changing. Um, and although I've never seen him live, musically I've collected everything he's put out and watched so many videos, and I try and get the ones that I can and add them to my collection. But um, for me, it was a total package with Jeff Beck. I started playing guitar. I am nowhere near being a good guitar player, not at all. But his inspiration um, um, got me into just playing guitar my own way rather than trying to emulate other people. Um, Also musically, his his creativity and all his albums, with all the different people he's played with, it you can just see this evolution of style up till present day, and he just did things his own way, and that's what I always swore I would do with my own originals. As a drummer, um, his bands blew me away. The drummers he's had in his groups or on his records are the top, the kings of drumming. Until recently, started with some female drummers and musicians too, and they are the cream of the crop. They're just fantastic players. So they inspired me drum-wise when I was in my teens. When I heard Jeff Beck's live album with the group there, him group, everything changed for me. I couldn't listen to pop music anymore. That was it. It was like it was just done with me. I knew there was something more to music than just what I heard on the radio. And my life was changed forever. To this day, it's like, if anybody wonders, where my influences are, Jeff Beck is massive on that list. The Beatles and Jeff Beck, just massive. Whereas the Beatles were, I love their music and their creativity, but musicianship-wise, Jeff Beck made me realize, there was more to being a musician than the pop music I was listening to. So, to say I'm shocked is an understatement. I'm like many. I cried last night. It was like, because this, you don't understand, like, when your whole life is changed by one person, and then they're no longer there. It's a heavy hit. And I'm reading all the posts now from all these guitar and music legends, and you just don't know how popular and how influential this guy was. The new generation might not get it, but he's got his whole back catalog. But even the music on those records, although it's great, seeing him live on these concert tours on YouTube and stuff is just sick. He's just sick. He's just, I don't know, he just seemed to be from another planet. That's all I can say. So today I've been cranking tunes like at massive volumes, like Jeff Beck live albums, and nothing beats Jeff Beck live, man. I'm currently listening to this one. This was a changer for him too. He was trying to find a way to innovate himself, and he did with this, with the help of Terry Bozzio. The drumming on here is so creative, totally different, musical in a sense. So the song "Where Were You," that song, it's a ballad. What he does with the guitar is so unique, musical. I can't explain it. You have to listen to it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ballad. And Jeff Beck playing it live, he just nails the notes, the pitches, and I've never heard him play that song badly. So, but anyways, interesting album. I love this album. I played the shit out of it. While it's not my total favorite, I love this album. I don't know if I have a favorite Jeff Beck album, but that early live album from '77, that still gives me goosebumps. That still, with that volume cranked, I just feel like I was in the audience of that concert. And Jeff Beck is just phenomenal on that album. The whole band is just sick good. Unfortunately, we have no more of Jeff Beck. Nobody sounded like Jeff Beck. No one. I've seen guys emulate him, his style, but never to the point that you would go, okay, that's, that guy's ripping Jeff Beck off, because it was a really unorthodox style. Because people are always saying, how did he do that? How does he do that? He wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but he was a perfectionist like me. And us perfectionists are kind of we're kind of outcasts sometimes. So I've kind of toned down that in my later years, but we're talking Jeff Beck. He was definitely a perfectionist. So I am definitely sad, shocked, totally bummed out that I never got to see him live. I mean, he played in Canada a number of times. It just wasn't in the cards for me to see him. I've never got to see Rush either in their later years, which I always wanted to do. Same with my favorite band, King's X. I haven't got to see them either. It's just one of those deals. Just things don't line up where I do have the opportunity to see them. But believe me, my life is based on what his music did to me or for me. Yeah, I just can't get over it. I thought this guy would live forever. On stage, he had the energy. His playing was still fantastic. He was losing nothing with age, and then he passes away in the 70s. So, anyways, to all the Jeff Beck fans out there, believe me, I know what you're going through, and he was definitely one of a kind. No one sounded like him. And I'm bummed because guitar players that I love, here's Jeff Beck. Jeff's up here. Everyone else is here. There's some other good players here, but nobody's here for me. He was the man. And before you judge, you have to listen to everything he's done. Because if you just pick the odd song or the odd concert, you have no idea what this guy has done. Including like leads on other people's albums. He played on, I think recently, just on Ozzy's new album. But his bands were really good back in the day. Definitely check out his back archive. I'm going through my stuff and my vinyl and celebrating the life of Jeff Beck. Peace.